welcome to When Will It End? It's a movie podcast where Charles starts sitting down normal, and he's there, and it's done, and he got the leg up, and he's sitting, and it's good, and he's moving the keyboard, and he's getting in position, and he's looking at the screen, and it's podcasting time. Let's go, America! Scary movie too.
For all America.
This is for all America, and the ships at sea. Not the ones not just in America, the ships that are
that
everywhere.
Is America.
That's true.
Somebody told me that, is that wherever Americans are, it's America.
That's really beautiful.
Yeah. Wherever Americans are, it's America.
I dream of a day where I can take a walk down the street in Myanmar.
Sure.
And feel like I'm right here at home as though I'm in Medford, Massachusetts.
Right. Because there's an American there.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And hopefully a fucking donkeys.
Well, I mean, that's just Medford only.
And we'll go regular.
Medford only.
Scary Movie 2. This is an experience where I felt like I had to apologize to you several times during the movie.
I know, and I feel bad. I don't want... This is something I've wanted to bring up on the podcast, but I haven't yet.
Okay.
And I think it's actually... Can we start here?
We are actively starting here.
I'm getting meta. This is getting meta.
Everyone, I hope you had your fucking coffee today. Because
right.
this shit's about to go off.
Calm down. Here we go. This is When Will It End? This is Josh.
Hi, I'm Josh.
I'm Charles.
That's Charles.
We watch movies from start to finish, then we watch franchises from start to finish, if you get me.
Right.
Do
we
you get me?
finish watching a movie, then we'll continue watching the franchise in which it is a part of until there are no more films in that franchise to watch. Unless
they make another one later, which will then go in and do another episode then.
Right. And,
we're in for the long haul.
We're in it for the long haul.
We came out of Bad Boys, which their whole mantra was Bad Boys for life. We're podcast.
We're like mild guys for a while.
Podcast.
I'd say mild guys for a while.
But we're podcast boys for life.
We're podcast boys for life.
Just because we say we did Shrek.
And
If they do Shrek 5, there's going to be an episode on that. Whatever
you better fucking believe it. I think that'll really be...
I just thought about me dying and you being like, what do I do now?
Find another host first. Find a new co-host, because that shit's going to suck if you're dead.
Yeah, shit.
Yeah, no good.
What I want to say is this. We were doing this podcast for a long time.
Years.
We used to watch the movies separately.
Yeah.
And if you go back and listen to those episodes, we disagreed a lot.
I remember those disagreements.
And I think this is interesting, especially, if we're coming out of the Bad Boys verse, where you're like, and the HK verse, we learned so much about friendship. Doing things together, it makes us feel like we're together.
That's really beautiful.
So, like, the fact that I don't like this movie, if we'd watched this separately, I would have sat here in agony.
Yeah.
Watching this dumb piece of shit. You would have had a blast all by yourself, and then we would have come into this episode being like, oh, I fucking hate this movie. And you were like, no, you're a fucking idiot. It was a great movie.
Well,
but here's the thing. We sat next to each other. You were feeling mild concern for me because I wasn't enjoying it, and I was feeling mild concern for you because I felt guilty that you were taken away from your movie experience, having to take care of me not enjoying the movie experience. And I think that we become a part of our own story, and we share stories.
Wow.
So this is just a message. There is no I in team.
There is an I in dickhead.
There is an I in dickhead. That's it.
That's it. That's really beautiful. It made me feel like sometimes watching a bad movie with you, I feel like we are two sexy college students trapped in a haunted house, and we have to escape with our lives and our wits about us, and more importantly, our friendship.
Yeah, why do I look like this then?
You do look like you were maybe abducted by a ghost at some point.
I am a ghost.
Wow, that's beautiful. Are we all not a ghost of our former selves each moment?
That's true.
Less and more in other ways than we were before. Makes you think. Scary Movie 2. Here's the thing with the Scary Movie franchise, which I love. It's a space in which stupid things happen. And then before 90 minutes are up, it's over. But in that space, they're going to just try a bunch of stuff.
There was an after credit sequence.
Oh yeah, I'll poke around with that.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, we could just watch the end of it.
Yeah, bring it up. Bring it up. So Scary Movie 2. This starts out with a really delightful bit where they do.
Wait, I actually want to be a part of this conversation because for me that was the only.
We're going to the very end. If Doofy returns, we'll taste of that insane in the brain.
All right, here we go. It doesn't look good.
Miramax, yikes.
Yeah, there's literal pictures of Bob and Harvey Weinstein
on the set of
Scary
Movie 2, which is yikes.
We didn't talk about it the last time, but I can just imagine. Yeah, sand. All right, no after credits.
No after credits, but the Dimension Films logo is very stylish. Yeah.
You now have to go back and see all these Miramax productions that have like a shitload of sex in them, and like all the stories you now know, like he like basically insists on women going topless and being sexy for his own pleasure. Like how much like he
Well, can we
Monster.
extricate ourselves from the moral nightmare of humanity? Can the most sanctimonious among us look upon the mess, the ravages of this disease called human, and say that they are a separate piece from that?
I don't know what you just said.
Can the most holy person in the world...
So it's the woods.
So this is Buddhist, right?
Yeah.
He's walking on a long path.
Sure.
Okay, and there's this guy on a horse coming towards him. I think he's also a Buddhist. I don't know.
Well, let's call them both Buddhists.
They're both Buddhists. And the guy in the ground says, "What the fuck? Where the fuck are you going?"
You skipped a whole bunch.
No, I didn't. What's the middle part?
Well, you skipped.
And the guy on the horse goes,
guy on the
"I don't know. Ask the horse."
The guy on the horse is going so fast that the man on the ground has to jump out of the way.
Oh yeah, that's.
He's
true.
not just a man on the ground. You're talking a lot like these guys.
Who's these guys?
The Wayans.
Oh, the Wayans? What?
Making fun of-
Jeez, like these guys, huh?
Okay,
You mean African American men?
that's not what I mean.
It really sounded like you're being
That's
racist
not what I
there.
mean. Shut up. You're just trying to get out of your own ableism, and trying to point the finger at me for being racist.
Hold on. Okay, so this movie subs out transphobia for lots of jokes at the expense of the differently abled.
Yeah, a lot of, like, I would say half the jokes, more than half the jokes.
Okay, so David Cross plays a man in a wheelchair who's very defensive about his abilities to provide for himself when people offer to help him,
Yeah.
which climaxes in him insisting on sucking his own dick,
That
which is funny.
The climax, of that whole scene is the other guy, Chris Elliott's character, who has a smaller hand.
No, okay, Chris Elliott plays a scary butler with a gnarled, weird, little malformed hand. And
Not malformed.
is that no longer...
No, it's
No?
not bad. You're casting judgment.
I guess Mal is in the fucking part. It's not
Yeah.
good. Yeah, okay. I apologize. It's a different kind of hand.
It's just a different kind of hand.
A different kind of hand. And everyone's grossed out
You know
by
what?
it, though.
The key. Chris Elliott is so good at acting that he did not need that thing.
I guess he could have been plenty weird without the obvious physical...
The opening scene.
Yeah. The
He's
opening
like
scene is fucking fantastic.
Pinching your cheek.
Oh, no. We're talking about the guy.
Boop, boop,
The
booping your
Exorcist.
nose.
That's later.
Oh no, I'm saying the opening scene with Chris Elliott.
Yeah.
Like that would have been funny if he had just a my hand.
Oh, so now you're saying your hand is the heteronormative representative of
No,
all
but I'm just saying,
hands?
like,
You sick fuck. You
I have a weird hand.
supremacist.
I got a huge palm,
It's a normal palm. What do you
tiny
mean?
fingers, huge palm, tiny fingers.
They're not tiny. They're pretty small.
Yeah,
That's
look.
weird. Yeah.
Isn't that weird? My
Hold on. Let's
fucking
compare
index
fingers.
finger
We've
is
never
this,
done this before. Yeah.
but if we compare palms, we have the same size palm.
This is an intimate experience we're
Yeah.
sharing where we're sizing
should-
up our hands against each other.
Yeah.
I don't know if we've never done this. I've known you for such a long time. We've never sized
So
our
I
hands
have.
up.
I'll take
Everyone
a
at
picture
home.
of it. I'll post some dimensions.
Size up your hands with your friends.
Yeah.
Because you don't know when they might be gone.
Right.
When they might be taken from you by a fucking ghost. Or when a massive weed plant might roll you up and smoke you. That's a Creep Show reference, right? That bit. I think it's in Creep Show. One of the vignettes in Creep Show.
I don't. Yeah. I think you're.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
The like mutant grass.
Is that that or little Rocky Horror Picture Show
Or fucking,
of dreams?
the Steve Martin plays the
Yeah,
dentist.
that's the
Little Shop
Shop.
of Horrors.
Yeah, the Rocky
Little
Horror Shop of Horrors.
Horror.
The Rocky Horror Shop of Horrors.
That's
That's a good before and after. Did you watch the Jeopardy Champions of Champions?
No,
of
I didn't.
Champions?
There's a whole other level of nerddom, which obviously, as someone uses Twitter now, I'm exposed to. Everyone's like, "Oh, Jeopardy Goat is on tonight." I was like, "What the fuck?"
Yeah.
What? And like, no, I don't.
We
give a
watched
shit
it at
about
work.
that.
I work at a bar.
Yeah, quit boasting.
We normally have a slideshow of strange pictures without any explanations for what they mean of can logos, but from 8 to 9, we put on Jeopardy. People were not into it at all.
Yeah, when you
But
think
we
of
liked it.
Boston isn't so much a knowledge place.
I would totally agree with that.
Yeah, I mean it's a college town, sure, but like there's something called street smarts.
Mm.
Okay.
Yeah, I know
And
exactly
You
what
can't
you're talking
teach
about.
that shit in schools.
No, on the streets.
Well,
That's why
it's in the name.
Yeah, street
Yeah.
sports. Streets. It's fun to say.
This movie actually begins with an Exorcist parody.
Okay, let's start where I was. So I was not excited to watch it, especially we had just watched Bad Boys for Life.
Which is a delightful film. And
We-
of course, you've heard our exhaustive coverage to this point. And
Yeah.
we found it wonderful and life reaffirming.
So I got home, ate burrito, record that episode. Whew. I had to prepare myself for Scary Movie 2. And wouldn't you know it, the first 5 minutes of this movie were an absolute gas.
They weren't absolute gas.
Absolute gas. No, I won't say, I'm not going to say no, but I'd say I don't remember any jokes that were,
Hold on. The puking is fucking
no,
hysterical.
I'm saying offensive.
Oh, okay. Yeah, sorry.
It
sorry.
stayed. There was shitting jokes. There was puking jokes.
Well, Andy Richter says the N-word.
That's true. But that was funny because it's actually a film made by African Americans pointing out how dumb white people are.
This is
So that
the
scene
Wayans
was
brothers,
fine. I'm into
written
that.
and directed by.
I was pissing on the floor. There's a lot of great scenes.
A lot of great scenes. I think puking. Okay, so the thing that makes Team America World Police truly legendary is not this puppet sex scene, which is funny.
It's fine.
But they talk there. There's a scene, of course, where the one guy pukes and pukes and pukes and pukes, and then this ever-widening ocean of puke. It's so fucking funny. And I remember there's an interview with Trey Stone and Matt Parker, or mix those two up.
I think you mixed them up, but it sounds fine. Okay.
Those two fucking jib-jabs who kind of ruined America. They talk about how like they felt like puking had become the dominant like emotional expression in film at that point, where they were like people like puking dramatically has become this more so than crying. Puking has become this way of like,
Whoa.
a character expressing how bad things are going or whatever.
I don't really know what they're talking about, but I like it.
Well, it's many years later, and I'm probably misremembering that, but I just think puking. By the third time someone's puked in a scene, things are really cooking for me.
Oh, sure, that's when they start going.
Yeah, you really want to get that puke going to like the factor of 3.
Yeah.
2 pukes, anyone can do. A third puke?
I could do that. I hate puking. When was the last time you puked?
Great question. It's been a minute. It's
Hopefully
an unpleasant
more than a
experience.
minute, because I've been with you for a lot of minutes.
I've been just drinking it, like in Bad Boys 3, where
That's such
Mark
a
is
great
like,
line.
I'm going to hurl or whatever.
Just drink it up.
And Will's like, it's hand-stitched leather. You better drink it.
It's fucking great. If you have not seen Bad
Drink
Boys
your
for Life,
fucking puke.
it's been 3 weeks since it came out. Just still fucking see it. Still living in that joy. I haven't puked in years.
That's good.
Yeah, I have this theory that some people, like, unless you're like a complete young person alcoholic, old person, and unless you're an alcoholic of some form and you just puke all the time, or if you have some sort of actual problem where you're puking a lot, I feel like it's such a horrible experience. I remember all of my pukings.
Yeah.
And I literally haven't puked since
I remember
2000 and...
in 2017, I puked.
Really?
Yeah.
That sounds awful. It's so soon.
Well, I did a very stupid thing when I was still single. I was
mix
in
your
Cleveland.
liquors?
No,
Wait, was it beer before wine?
I invited 2 people
Makes you fine.
with who I was
Beer after liquor
casually seeing to the same event.
gets you sicker quicker.
And lest I be exposed for
I remember this moment, I think.
the rude fellow that I was being by not being thoughtful,
This is like Scott Pilgrim.
I
You were
chose
like
to
Scott
get
Pilgrim.
extremely drunk. Like extremely drunk.
Just like Scott Pilgrim.
Yeah, we get it. You fucking love
You're like Scott Pilgrim.
I'm Scott Pilgrim.
And you know the message of Scott Pilgrim?
Don't
Scott
eat bread.
Pilgrim's a fucking asshole.
Bread will make you fat.
You're a fucking asshole.
And
What'll make you fat? I don't want to get fat.
eating bread, remember?
Yeah, bread makes
That's
you
a
fat.
good little exchange there.
Bread makes you fat?
Yeah. Oh, Michael Cera. He'll be popular forever.
Apparently he's
Anyways,
a musician
so
now. He
then
came up on my Spotify.
Shut the fuck up for a minute. So I drank like 10 whiskeys. I was so drunk. And the next day I like couldn't do anything. I couldn't get out of bed, couldn't do anything. Finally, it was literally 5 p.m. And I was like, okay, this has got to, the impasse must be broken.
When was this? Was this when you were living in the Fly basement?
No, this was, I was visiting at my friend's house. No, the Fly basement was Brooklyn.
Yeah.
The room of the Flies.
This was 2017. So this was when you were living
I was back in Western Mass, but I was visiting Cleveland.
Okay.
And I made myself puke at like 5 o'clock. I like just pulled the trigger myself, as
How'd
they
you
say.
do it?
You just jam a finger in there. It's not
You did it?
complicated. Yeah, I've done it before.
I've never done that.
It's
I'm
honestly-
so afraid.
It's one of those little things that makes life a lot easier. Like when the whole thing with nausea is that you're waiting in this horrible tension
Yeah,
of
it's
not knowing when
awful.
it's going to boil over.
Yeah.
If you have the ability to end that, it's great. It's not even that bad. Like once you know what's going to happen.
So you just
once
about
like,
to.
no, once you know what's going to happen, it takes a lot of the sting out of it.
Yeah,
It's the waiting that sucks.
it is.
And so I puked, then I ate a whole pizza, then I saw Lego Batman.
Then you puked again.
No.
Wow, it stayed down.
I stayed down. I saw Lego Batman. I cried. It was so fucking good.
I didn't like that movie.
I saw it like 3 times. I loved it. But I was pretty emotionally vulnerable when it came out, and the whole message of like, you can't stop loving people because you're going to lose them. Like it's not a reason to not love people.
Yeah, it's a good message.
It really is.
I don't think I've puked since. I've never actually puked from alcohol. I've come close,
Okay.
but I've never puked from alcohol. I've also never had a hangover. I don't know.
My girlfriend Allison and I went to a party with her coworkers last year, and there was a very enthusiastic gentleman who was at the party, and he was like enthusiastically teaching us baseball, the drinking game.
What's this? I don't know this game.
It's like beer
I thought
pong.
he was teaching you baseball.
Yeah, he pulled out the old ball and the old bat, a couple of gloves, and little mitts, and we threw the ball around. It was great. No, it's sort of like it's like beer pong, but like, you know, each cup denotes a different thing. You score runs. It's fun.
Yeah, it sounds fun.
I don't like drinking games, but I like baseball, so it's sort of fun to learn a new game. And, you know, I'm with all of my girlfriend's coworkers. You're just like in that position where it's like, I can't get too drunk or too high.
Right.
I just don't want to embarrass anybody. You know, I'm really here to sort of, you know, I'm number two in the situation in the sense that, you know, these are her.
You're poopy.
I'm Mr. Poopy, man. And our guy who was teaching us baseball was like, okay, that's it, guys. Final round. It all comes down to, and then projectile vomited through his own hands. And it was kind of it was amazing because it was like very theatrical. It was not unlike what we just saw in Scary Movie 2. And 2, it took so much pressure off of me knowing that I couldn't possibly outdo a vomit that
through
like,
mansplaining.
Profound.
A vomit through mansplaining.
Well, I mean, he was helpfully explaining us how to play the drinking game, but he puked a lot, and it was really something else.
That's good.
It was great.
Yeah, so this movie got off to a fucking banger of a start. James Woods in it.
James Woods,
and he's a joy.
Noted Trump fan, MAGA asshole, piece of shit, conservative monster in 2020. But you know, this is almost 20 years ago, and he was still a charming. Oh my God, why is James Woods in this kind of vibe?
Yeah, and he was great, and I think he carried that opening scene. And I was honestly ready. I'd already been like, wow, you know what? I don't think I said this in the last episode, but I do think the reason why I didn't like it was that other than Ray and the main character, whatever her name is,
Cindy, played by the great Anna Faris, who is the best part of these movies. She's so fucking good in this. I love her.
I don't know that the joke of Ray is funny or appropriate, but I do think that I believe in him as a person.
Right. Okay. So.
And Anna Faris' character, I believe in her as a person.
Right. The homophobia around the running Ray joke is legitimately perplexing because they rarely try to make Ray is very likable and funny and charming, and his confusing sexuality is obviously it's very hard to spin it as anything other than punching down homophobia. But at the same time, he is this very richly developed character who's interesting and does compelling
Rapes
things.
a clown doll this movie.
He does sexually assault a possessed clown, and at one point wraps his dick around its neck like a tendril and drags it underneath.
It's pretty wild stuff.
With a lot of dicks, because then he died in the first movie by a dick hurtling through a glory hole through his head.
Yeah.
All the dick stuff in this movie is insane.
Nuts.
Like when the ghost sexually assaults the woman who then falls in love with him. His dick is
popping out almost
punching the back of her head out from the inside.
Yeah,
because that's how deep it's going. Which, by the way, not where throats go.
Right. That's
they
how
go
deep
down.
That's how deep it is.
So it's pushing. It's like rearranging her esophagus to go 180 degrees.
It might be busting through.
So you think it's just she's
it's
still no, but she's talking and breathing and whatever afterwards.
You know what? You can't nail down the laws of ghosts.
But physically speaking, it's pushing.
But we're talking ghost physics. You can't. They can make it up.
God, Ghost Physics. That could be a good band name. What do you think? Ghost Physics.
I guess
is that pretty good.
Probably some.
Hey, we're Ghost Physics.
Probably some shitty math rock band from 2006.
This song's called Lexicon of Depravity.
Oh, we're gonna change up the key signatures a little bit, so don't worry about it. Just sit back and relax. We're Ghost Physics.
Okay.
That's pretty good. I'll be in that band with you.
Ghost Prognosis. We're Prognosis : Ghost.
That's good too.
Prognosis Ghost is tight.
These are all good band names.
Good stuff.
Yeah, we're gonna write these down. Put my band name book.
If only we were writing this shit down.
I've been writing this shit down since I was in college.
Do you transcribe the episodes?
No, but people do that for podcasting.
Yeah, that's fucked
Maybe that's
up.
old school podcasting from a long time ago. People used to release hire people to create transcripts of their episodes.
I will tell you, as someone who transcribes
them
on a regular basis, if I was just transcribing it is as a maddening activity.
So I know when I make the little clip videos for the podcast, because I do most of it. Doing
most of what?
The work.
The fuck you call what I'm doing?
Sorry.
I'll pack my fucking shit up. Oh, we'll use your mixer and your wave recorder for this. Sorry.
Okay, so ownership is what you provide.
I plugged it in. I got the level set. I pressed the fucking button.
What are you talking
We
about?
wouldn't have a fucking show if it didn't hit the fucking... Oh, I didn't press it. Shit. I'm kidding. You got so mad. You looked so mad for a minute.
I was acting.
Oh, I got you.
I was acting, but no one else knows.
You're fucking stupid. Hey, Francis from Malcolm in the Middle as Buddy in this was great.
It was okay.
I liked Buddy a lot.
He was fine.
I liked Buddy.
What was I talking about? Talking about ghost prognosis. You're talking about
Prognosis : Ghost.
Oh yeah, because I make the clips, and now I do have to make transcriptions or whatever for 45 seconds.
Oh wow!
I'm just saying that takes like 5 minutes to do 45 seconds.
Bro, I fucking produce.
I'm not comparing ourselves.
I'm an award-winning journalist.
saying,
It came up organically.
I don't want to do a fucking hour like that would take.
That'd be
that would
maddening.
take all fucking day.
Yeah.
Especially the way you talk. I've noticed you say like a lot and you stumble over your words a lot.
What the fuck? What is this? What is going on right now?
You're the mad one, dum-dum.
I'm tired. I drove through a nightmare last night for this
Who's
bullshit.
mad now?
Such a piece of fuck you. Oh, you stumble over your words.
You sound great. You're really professional.
Oh, thank you.
You're really professional.
Oh, we're really dialing it back from your fucking incompetent
Oh, you're
bum.
kidding. You just fucking pretended that you didn't turn the machine on.
If we were in a fucking manor with a horny ghost, I would let him do whatever he wanted to.
What?
Whatever he wanted.
That's fucking rude.
We're in the rude zone. We're watching the scary movies. They're all road.
Rape my mouth?
I didn't say that.
You're gonna let me fall in love with a ghost that raped my mouth?
They had a good thing going
You're
for a
gonna
minute.
let me fall in love with a ghost that raped my mouth and it's not gonna reciprocate my love?
That is actually pretty heartbreaking.
That sucks, man.
Now, is she called Buffy, or is she just sort of like literally a
new
meat piece
character.
to stand in for?
What the fuck?
Is it Shannon Elizabeth from the original movie?
So here's the thing: when you thought I was zoned out, I wasn't zoned out. I was just like so confused.
You looked horrified.
I was confused by who that character was, and I was trying to find her on Letterboxd.
Look, these movies are stupid and offensive.
You know what's funny?
What's that?
Is that she's played by Kathleen Turner? Tori Spelling. I don't know why I said Kathleen Turner.
That's Tori Spelling?
Yeah, Tori Spelling from Scream 2.
Yeah, that's amazing.
Right, so they got Scream 2
These
to
movies
be
are
in
so strange.
Scary Movie 2.
That's really weird. Let's talk about the Tim Curry of it all.
Can we I just want to, before we move on to that, I just want to say that I was so excited. After watching the first one, hated it, basically. The opening scene, I would say 98% of the jokes were great.
Wow.
I was chuckling. I was giggling. I was laughing.
This is great stuff.
And then I was like, and this is why we started talking about the characters. They cut 1 year later, and then I'm back with all these characters that I don't fucking give a shit about.
Hold on.
I'm like, wait, I have to spend another fucking 90. I thought
you
they
don't
were
care
gone.
about Cindy and Ray and Shorty?
I care about Cindy and Ray. I do
And
not
Brenda?
care about Shorty. I don't care about Brenda. I don't care about Tori Spelling.
Hold on. When they saw open Shorty's head and Beetlejuice from the Howard Stern show's Whack Pack is in his brain, that didn't make you laugh? It's fucking Beetlejuice, bro. His brain is Beetlejuice.
Yeah. He's so high. That guy is funny.
Shorty? Marlon Wayans?
Yeah, he's funny.
He's great.
He's good.
The best
I
part,
just don't
like
care about his character.
when the possessed ghost devil tries to seduce him, and he just decides to fuck her with a bag over her head.
Oh, I hated it.
And he's going,
That was good.
His Shorty's
Your
fuck style is
comment was
wild.
way funnier. Just like, can you imagine fucking that guy? His sex style is insane. I forget what you said, but
His fuck style is nuts. Yeah, Shorty's got a
he
wild fuck
just
style.
Screams.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was.
But hold on, you're missing the joke. They're all alive again. It's great.
I'm not missing the
It's
joke.
funny.
I'm glad they
It's
didn't
the
talk
same
about
characters.
it.
They didn't
I'm glad
address
they
it.
didn't talk about it. I feel like a lesser movie would have talked about it.
Can we talk about Tim Curry yet?
Yes,
Okay.
we're ready to talk about Tim Curry. Talk about Tim Curry.
Okay. What's the thing he does when he's having a disagreement with Dwight, played by David Cross?
Oh.
He goes, whoa, 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 whoa.
Yeah, he was good. Tim Curry rules.
Just playing a horny, weird prick. He's so funny.
Yeah.
Remember all the throwaway jokes in this movie are like, Tori Spelling's toenails are gross. Thrown away, never referred to again.
Yeah.
Tim Curry's weird nipples. It
Yes.
never comes up again.
These movies excel in moments like that.
Yeah.
In just producing a joke that is nonsense, that doesn't have to. The running gags are where these movies have problems because the Wayans think that making fun of people / punching down is how you get people to laugh. And that's, I guess, how you got people to laugh in 2001.
Well, okay, this was before 9/11.
This is Shrek.
We didn't have a
This is
care in
Shrek
the
era.
world. We didn't have a care in the world.
Yeah.
Everything was fine then.
Fucking Harvey Weinstein running the show.
Weinstein ran the show. We really, at this point, hadn't embarked on the endless wars that live with today. So like we weren't like plagued by the sense of just like eternal defeat and like the desperate decay of empire and the sense of like hopelessness in a world that like desperately spinning off of its axis because of decades of meddling in the politics of other countries and inserting ourselves into positions around the planet that we couldn't possibly sustain, creating this like toxic culture and anything involving Americanism, it being associated with like a violent form of imperialism. This is this era where, Bill Clinton, the 90s baby, well, this W guy, who knows? We'll figure him out. He just got into office. Good joke though in this movie. There's a fucking Florida recount election dangling Chad Dade County joke in it.
Yeah, pregnant Chad.
Pregnant Chad.
Dangling Chad.
Dimpled Chad.
Pregnant. I heard pregnant.
Pregnant Chad?
Yeah, that's what I heard.
Chad pregnant?
Chad's pregnant.
Fuck.
I know.
I barely knew him.
Chad.
And to Miss Chad as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a different time. And like I think the sense
also,
of like
the Bill Clinton joke. I mean, that's what's interesting that a lot of these jokes were like, fuck, I forgot there was another one that was also really just like, oh yeah, there's a priest joke. And this was way before the Spotlight thing.
Father McFeely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's like everybody knew. That's the weird fucked up part about our culture was that it wasn't that we didn't know that Harvey Weinstein was a bad person, that priests were fucking children, and that Bill Clinton was a sex abuser. We just didn't give a shit. It was a joke. All this shit was just jokes back then.
Well, I guess like the facade of like the relentless control of late capitalism, of just being this like complete like the bad guys won. Like nothing can change. And what's exciting about the time we live in now is I think things can change. And I not to bring this to the current election, but like you look at like Bernie Sanders and the conversation around his campaign, and it's like, say what you will, but if the success of the Trump campaign is the canary in the coal mine, that people desperately want to tear down all of that, this whole concept of elites, this is the era we're talking about.
Yeah.
Where these people were impregnable. They were just completely...
Except for Chad.
Chad was fucking pregnant.
Chad was pregnant. He was pregnable.
He was dimpled too, if you know what I'm talking about. Anyways, yeah, it was a different time.
It is, and it sucks to have to go back and like relive 2001.
Yeah.
I was a boy then.
Well, I guess
I had not a care in the world.
Idea then was like no consequences. None of this matters. There's no repercussions for anyone's actions.
Right. Because there weren't.
Right. All around culture were examples of people who just got away with things over and over and over again.
Yeah.
And you think of it today, pretty much all of our pop culture is defined by consequence nowadays. I think the fact that like people stewing in the ashes of their own failure is like, I don't know.
Wait, can I do a thing where you pretend to be a bad person?
Yeah, please.
And that's why comedy isn't good anymore.
Thank you.
Yeah, is this good? Can I keep going?
Yeah, when comedy was doing accents.
I want to do it.
Okay, go ahead. Yeah.
When comedy was doing accents and making fun of people with little hands.
That's funny.
Yeah, it was just
funny.
like, that was what that's the height of comedy.
Look, that's just fucked up. It's funny.
Now, what are we going to laugh at now?
Like, so maybe like we should have like a panel to approve all jokes.
Oh my God.
You know who else did that?
Nazis.
Yeah, how'd you know I was going to say that?
Oh, I guess Godwin's Law.
The Nazis
Godwin's Law.
The friggin' Nazis. The problem is that stand-up comedy used to be where truth was told.
Right,
and
by
now it's more
white men just
liberal
telling
lies. Yeah. You needed a white guy with like a weird, he dressed a little weird.
Yeah, big coat.
You see that Sam Kinison guy? He dressed crazy.
Who's that?
He had a crazy hat and big coat. Bill Hicks, crazy hat, big coat. Mitch Hedberg, wore sunglasses.
Yeah. Sunglasses in the club.
Is David Foster Wallace like a big old dork? I watch videos of him and he does look like Jason Segel, which is like not a good thing.
Yeah, it's not a good thing.
You don't want to go down in history as like looking like Jason Segel. And I like Jason Segel, but like he plays like a big dope.
Right, he looks like a big dope.
Right, and then you watch David Foster Wallace with this dumbass bandana on or whatever.
Yeah. Did you see that movie?
Fuck no.
That movie fucking rules.
Yeah.
Love that movie.
I have sub-zero interest in seeing it.
Sub-Zero.
I have more interest in reading an oral history of Mortal Kombat 2, which I already have done, which features Sub-Zero, the character.
Okay. I got you.
He's great. You ever seen him?
You read a whole novel?
I love an oral history.
Oral history.
No, it's scrolling, babe. I'm scrolling. It's a website post. It's a post on a website.
Yeah.
Post on a website. You ever read any good posts on a website?
Yeah, I talked about it once before.
Yeah.
I feel like the Wayans like a good oral history too, if you get my drift.
They certainly, blowjays show up a lot in these movies.
I hate the way that they, like every single BJ in this movie or HJ is fucking rape.
No, look, this is not no one, look.
I want to make a supercut, but I don't because it's so
not good.
offensive. But it's like to show people every single time a man forces a woman's head on his dick.
These are not movies to show to children and be like, this is the way the world should work. It's bad.
Or it's not children should not be showing these movies to adults either.
Yeah, hey kids,
Stop
if you're out there forcing adult people, to watch the Scary Movie
and saying you
franchise,
should laugh.
cut this
laugh,
shit
man.
out.
Laugh, man, laugh.
Wow, you really went somewhere.
What's the boy?
You're taken away.
The boy telling his father to laugh at the movie.
Yeah.
That was the little thing I just did.
Yeah. No, the PC police would fucking shoot the Wayans dead for telling this kind of truth in 2020. They'd line up against a wall.
Uzis? Wow.
Yeah.
High equip.
It's good stuff.
High equip.
Look, these movies are fucked up.
Scott.
They're fucked up. And like as you were saying, when I was like being like, I'm so sorry, Charles. I'm so sorry I made you watch these movies. I know you're fucking woke now, and now I'm the bad guy. And you were like, look, the next movie, no more Wayans. And you're right. We're almost out of the Wayans world. And maybe that's going to be a little reprieve from some of the worst of this.
I don't know. I mean, it's still 2002.
It came out that quickly, the next one?
It's what? I have them right here.
This one came out in 2001, less than a year after the first movie.
2001, 2003, and then we get 2006, 2013.
That's
what I'm excited. I'm still never going to say when will it end because I'm excited for that 7-year break between 4 and 5. And
what a transformation!
I'm ready
that must
for
be.
that. Yeah.
I looked at 5, and they say they spoof Cabin in the Woods, and I'm like, I want to see that.
That's already a spoof.
I know. I love that movie. We've talked about this.
Yeah,
I fucking
we watched it
adore
on your
that movie.
birthday.
That was a birthday one?
Yeah, we watched it at the Amherst Cinema on your birthday.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Yeah.
I forgot that was a birthday movie.
Yeah.
Here, let's go through some Josh birthday movies. Mad Max Fury Road.
Wait, hold on. Stop. Are these birthdays? These are just movies you've seen on your birthday?
Movies that I saw on my birthday.
But like as a special treat?
Like, it was my birthday, so I went to the movies.
I want to watch it. Okay, great. Okay. I'm in. I know what you're doing now.
Shrek. Shanghai Noon.
Like, do you have dates, like age birthdays?
Yes, it's course. I was born in 1990. Everyone, pull out your pen, your paper, graph it.
So these were in theater.
In theater.
Okay.
I saw a special preview of Shanghai Noon for one birthday, where we got
were
Chinese food.
Oh.
And then we saw Shanghai Noon.
But
Owen and Jackie were nowhere to be seen. They were selling out in Lanesboro, Massachusetts at the Berkshire Mall.
That would have been amazing.
Are you kidding
like,
me?
Oh my gosh, Josh's birthday.
I'd be telling that story for the rest of my life if I met Owen Wilson and Jackie Chan when I was like 8 or 9.
Yeah.
That movie, as I recall, is funny. There's only 2 of those. I don't think we can stretch that into a.
I haven't seen them, but I should have because I like both of those people.
The joke at the end of the first movie is that his name in Chinese is Chon Wayne.
Really?
And then Owen Wilson's like, "Oh no, that's a terrible name. That's a terrible Wild West name. Sean Wayne, no, that's bad. No good. No, that's
because it sounds like John Wayne.
That's the bit.
Yeah,
get it?
I sure did.
Let it simmer for a minute. Let it like a fine wine simmer.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Wow, bad name. Wow. No, John Wayne. That's bad.
John Wayne.
Wow. Good ass movie. Okay, so that's when we saw my birthday. An infamous example, is I saw the fucking absolute turd X3 on my birthday.
Ugh, I'm so sorry.
I went with older friends who.
What year? How old were you?
I mean, I must have been in high school, so maybe 2004 or 5.
Do you think that was like a good letdown experience? Like, man, I saw Shrek. I saw Shanghai Noon.
Look, if you're one of movies,
the best. My birthday's
Shrek
the best.
And Shanghai Noon, 2 critically beloved American films.
I feel like seeing X3 on your birthday could be like the reality check you need to know that life is not all about you.
Well, you know when you're at an age where you're old enough to be like, oh no, objectively this sucks.
Yeah.
Like for the first time, you're like, oh no, this isn't just me. This is obviously bad. I think that was a moment in my life where, like, as growing into some kind of adulthood, in my mid-teens, where I could be like, oh no, this is like bad. Like this is objectively a terrible movie.
I remember seeing that movie and having like fantasies partway through the movie of Juggernaut running into me just to end it all.
So it wasn't sexual. Would there be a sexual release in the striking of the meat upon the meat?
Yeah, there would be immediate sexual release.
Remember, I'm the Juggernaut bitch? Was that like one of the earlier memes?
Yeah, it was, yeah.
Yeah.
It went, all our base are belong to us. I'm the Juggernaut bitch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is an incomprehensible moment in cinema.
Yeah, and I think there's been 2 very recent example, and then a less recent. I think the Juggernaut essence was carried into Fallout in the bathroom scene.
Yeah, the reloading of the fists. The
Yeah, and then
now
just charging
legendary
at a
Henry
bathroom.
Cavill, yeah.
And then in Bad Boys for Life, when our big tech guy charges at a pillar for no reason.
Oh, no. There's a guy shooting his friends
know, it's
on
like-
the little balcony, so he just charges and smashes a
It's
pillar.
fucking ruled.
So sick. He full Juggernauts. Yeah, you're right. Juggernaut rules. Juggernaut. It is Juggernaut.
I'm the
bitch.
Juggernaut, bitch!
I'm the Juggernaut bitch, yeah. It's fucking funny. I'm the Juggernaut bitch.
It's good.
It's me. I'm the Juggernaut bitch. Then I saw Mad Max Fury Road, and that was the first time I ever saw a 3D movie in like a reclining leather chair thing, and I had vaped weed in a bathroom before I saw
So
it.
you took a big break between, or these are just memorable ones?
These are, yeah, there probably were lesser ones, but yeah, Mad Max Fury Road, Days of Future Past, X-Men.
Okay, so a lot of X-Men.
It was
going on.
well. Here's the thing: I'm born in late May,
Right.
around Memorial Day, so I usually get a big movie,
I think we're gonna get Saw 9 for your birthday this year.
and that's what's more exciting than The Organ Dealer, aka Saw 9, a
Chris
Chris
Rock.
Rock joint.
We're not talking about this by accident, everyone.
Wink, wink.
Hold your horses.
Whoop, 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 whoop.
If you got horses, you better keep them in the stable.
No spoilers, but we're going to talk about Donnie Wahlberg's performance in Saw 2. No spoilers.
We're not going to spoil it? Or you mean that right there was not a spoiler?
That wasn't a spoiler, but we are going to talk about Donnie Wahlberg's performance in Saw 2.
Right.
He plays a detective with a son.
Oh, I love those. My favorite detectives.
I saw that one too. It's good. I think it's a good movie. I don't know. I guess we'll find out when we spend.
Oh no, I was saying that's my favorite kind of detective.
Oh, who have sons?
I've never seen Saw 2.
Oh, sure. Well, here's the thing about it that you're going to love.
Yeah?
Donnie Wahlberg plays a detective. Hold on, with a son.
Wow, what?
Wiggity, what?
With a son? Oh my god, I can't wait. Does
You're gonna
Bosch
love it.
have a son?
I don't think so.
No.
I only watched one episode of the
Does
show.
Hercule Poirot have a son?
He
I
never
think
it doesn't
that's-
strike me as the fucking type.
So
I
that
think
is
Poirot is like asexual.
we should chart sexual detectives versus asexual detectives.
Sexual detective. That could be a fucking band name. How about Prognosis: Sexual Detective? Goes.
I feel like that's the thing is most detectives are asexual.
Interesting.
You got a Poirot,
Well, many of them are hardened by a crime.
you got a Knives Out guy, he doesn't have sex.
Benoit.
Yeah, Benny Benoit, he doesn't have a partner or sex life.
That movie fucking rules.
I think that's the trope is the man who has given up all feeling to solve crime.
His only mistress is solving crime.
Just crime.
Well, solving it. That's his whole thing.
His mistress is crime, and he, like good man, tries to solve it. Yeah.
I wish that a Scary Movie 2 had had a Poirot-like figure in it.
Maybe Scary Movie 3 or 4 will.
I pray. I really do.
But I think
You
that
got your Tim
that's
Curry.
why I like a detective with a son, because it like sort of shows. That's why it just shows that he's fucked.
You see, that son's going to be fucking wrecked.
Yeah.
Give up now, kid.
Yeah, your
Your
dad's,
dad's
a detective.
a sad dick. That's what they call detectives. Private dick.
Private dick.
Yeah.
Sad dick.
How about Ghost Prognosis: Private dick?
Nah. I like Prognosis Ghost and
Sexual
Asexual
detective.
Detective. Yeah.
Or asexual. Oh, that's pretty good.
Yeah. Those can be our two bands.
Yeah.
You want to change the name of the podcast?
To Sexual Detective?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm into it.
Is it asexual or sexual? I think
Sexual
sounds
Detective,
better.
it rolls
Yeah.
off the tongue better.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right. Unlike things rolling off his tongue,
Right, because he's got
like
nothing
the
in
genital
there.
fluid of others.
No, but
He's not interested.
He's got pills and whiskey.
His only mistress is solving crimes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pills
Well, pills are,
and whiskey.
Here's the thing about A Star Is Born. Not a great movie, but the scene where he smashes the
seen it,
pill
so-
and fucking rails it. He pulls it like an ox. He pulls his boot off, smashes the oxy,
Fuck.
and just like rails it.
That sounds
And
good.
it is legit good acting.
That
That's
sounds
how
good.
you fucking act.
Yeah.
Nothing really screams Oscar worthy like fucking smashing an oxy
he
with
win?
your boot. Fuck no.
Who won that year?
I can't remember.
Yeah. the
Probably
Oscars are-
Fishman from fucking Water Shape.
Fishman won every award.
I can't wait until The Shape of Water got like 8 sequels and we can fucking just like end our lives doing that.
Ugh, I don't
Can you
want it.
imagine? What if the fish came back?
We already did one. We have sort of a rule. If we did it for Real Deal, we're not doing it for the show.
We did that in the old pod?
Yeah,
The
we
old
did a whole
cast?
fucking episode. We had Oscar fever.
Oh, yeah.
Remember when Oscar Fever, Oscar Doldrums?
Yeah, so many Oscar related feelings.
Yeah. So we did Shape of Water.
This might shock you. Scary Movie did not compete in the Academy Awards
when is
in
this coming out?
2001.
So next week is. This might be post Oscars, actually.
This is good stuff.
So dating
Definitely edit this out.
I'm okay.
Okay.
I always edit it out.
Okay, good.
Yeah. Anytime
Oscar
we say
talk.
we're gonna edit it out, it goes out.
Scary Movie 2, I want to talk about a few parts that work for me really hard.
Okay, I'm excited for that because
One is that, okay, so
there weren't many, but I want to hear about them.
I really enjoyed it. It's a good movie. We all liked it. We had a good time. I apologized several times while watching it. So Buddy, who was played by Francis from Malcolm in the Middle, has a crush on Cindy, played by the great Anna Faris. And they do a whole will they, won't they, and they sort of do this thing where they're like just going to be friends.
Mm-hmm.
And the whole joke that he's like treating her just like a guy, and it's funny because, you know, there are gendered roles in the world and we can only play one or the other. There's not a lot of other options there. But, you know, they're locked in the basement and the ghost is coming and they're like, look, we have to, this might be our last night of being alive. We have to act out our wildest fantasies. And Buddy's like, oh shit, Buddy gonna get some, gonna tap that Cindy butt. And Cindy goes, yeah, my fantasy is walking on the moon. And then starts in slow motion, fake moonwalking around the room while speaking in like a, oh no. That was so funny.
That was a highlight. Yeah, I like that. She's brilliant.
That bit is so good. Anna Faris carries these movies. This whole franchise is a testament to one actress and her ability to completely not react to any of the nightmarish things in the film and just do her
And when
thing.
she does, it's so beautifully done.
Well, this movie, a second movie that ends with her going, no!
Yeah,
as
I know,
the
I'm
camera pulls
excited.
back. And that joke is so funny. That's the shit I live for.
That's the shit
I can overlook all of the like punching down, bigoted,
know you
ableist
can.
rhetoric. I can ignore all of it like it didn't happen because it doesn't matter to me. I'm fine. My life is great. You know what I mean? Who gives a shit? Okay? You
Yeah.
survive or you die. Okay? And God chose me to live the life I'm going to lead. I'm not going to apologize for that.
Don't.
Anyways, I won't. So the parts where Cindy's just like screaming or doing very silly things are really wonderful.
Yeah, she's great. She's
This is
a
my
genius.
story.
This is your story?
I'm just like, I'm trying to express myself and tell my
Oh,
story.
yeah. Thanks.
Am I stumbling over my fucking words enough for you, you piece of shit?
No, you're doing great. I can't believe you remember that. I don't.
Am I going to forget a slight against
Look, I was
me?
just saying when I had to do the transcription, it was a little difficult because you start and stop sentences and rethink them and say things else. Then you think you're saying, then you say.
That's punching down. That's ableist.
No, it's not.
It is.
I lost track of my sentence. I was making
You're
fun of
mocking
myself.
me because of my broken dialect. My
think,
shattered psyche is tortured,
you think
and
things.
I ejaculate thoughts as they come to
Ugh,
me. Oh,
gross.
grow up.
Well, not.
Oh, ejaculate
You
already.
said both ejaculate and come. Remember when we walked by those two stores today?
Yeah, because we're walking. We just saw friggin' Bad Boys, and I'm like, I need to eat. And Charles is like, I can just outthink my body and ignore my eating function.
I did not.
You've said it in the past.
I've said it in the past. Doesn't mean I said it then.
Anyways, you didn't say that. You said, let's go to this Mexican place. I kept calling. They wouldn't pick up the phone.
I tried to park. I couldn't park. We had to
didn't
go
work.
around.
Guys, it was a nightmare. Anyways, we finally park. We're finally walking towards the Mexican place, going to get a Yum Yum burrito. And Charles goes, hey, see those business names? They're really funny next to each other. Do you want to share what names you drew attention to?
Yeah, one of the places was called All You Can Eat.
Yeah, and the next one's called?
Well, I don't know how it's actually pronounced, but it's that math place, and it's just, come on.
It looks like Kumon, generously.
Yeah, it's Kumon.
But yes, it says, all you can eat, come on.
Yeah, which I enjoyed it.
You seem to enjoy it. And then the third business,
Gentle Dentistry.
Gentle Dentistry.
Yeah.
Gentle Dental, I thought.
Yeah, Gentle Dental.
That's a good ass name.
That's fucking good.
I'm fucking going there.
You're going to go there? You're going to change your dentist to Medford?
Gentle Dental. I hate going to the dentist.
Can you write a limb spin song called
Gentle Dentist.
That's it.
Because it's the weekend, I haven't brushed my teeth in 2 days.
Oh my God, you do that as a rule?
No, I'm just like
Weekends, no?
I'm sleeping out of the house a couple nights. I'm gonna fucking live on the edge.
You know what I did?
What?
Don't look for it, but I hid a toothbrush in your house.
To what end? Just to have one there?
Yeah, so I don't have to bring a toothbrush every
Why do
time
you
I
feel
come
like you
over.
have to hide it?
I'm just kidding. I leave it in the bathroom.
Which bathroom?
Not telling.
What, the one upstairs? I know which
Of course
bathroom.
it is. Where else would I
You
leave
could
it?
take me for a little ride and leave it in my parents' bathroom.
Oh, I've never been in your parents' bedroom.
Well, the bathroom's not in their bedroom.
Oh, it's not a master?
There's an ante room, and the bathroom's off the ante room.
Oh, they have 3 rooms?
Yeah,
Wow, that's a cool master.
that's fucking cool. Yeah, but like it's above the garage. It's
Can
cold.
you ask me to? Can you ask him to invite me in next time?
I will be like, Mom, Dad, I've got a little request from a very special friend of mine.
Charles wants to
It's my friend Charles.
So wait, they have a bedroom, an anteroom, and a bathroom all in their master?
You go in the first door, and there's a little antechamber room where there's like, and
it splits.
Right, it splits. One way goes
One way's
to bedroom. One goes to bathroom.
What's in the ante room? A little table?
There's like a
Picture,
chair
a
and
mirror?
some table and pictures.
It's a big room. I was imagining
it's not a huge room.
But it's got room for a chair.
And as we know, only the most spacious of rooms can accommodate.
You're sitting
a chair.
down in it. That's all. I'm like, I thought it was like a little vestibule.
No, it's larger than a vestibule.
Wow.
It's like a room. My mom does yoga there.
Oh,
in that
nice.
room, yeah. She's been doing her fucking Pilates for decades.
Cool. It sounds
She'll
like
live forever.
your house is big.
It's a spacious house.
Yeah, it's nice.
Yeah, let's just say Mom and Papa Landy's did pretty well for themselves.
Say that a lot.
Hey, if you want to go and take a ride with me and an update kind of fun. Okay, so this movie is basically they go to this big haunted mansion and a horny professor is Tim Curry and he's like, I want to fuck some emotionally vulnerable co-eds. And it's very tasteful. Mm-hmm. And the house is indeed haunted. Various possessions take place and wacky hijinks ensue. At one point, they mock Poltergeist by having an elaborate basketball scene in what looks like a black box theater. It's very funny. Remember that part? They're all playing basketball. It's good.
Yeah, and then it ends with him smashing his balls.
There's a lot of ball smashing.
That was big in early aughts.
Well, I remember seeing Baby Geniuses. Remember Baby Geniuses?
Didn't see it, no.
I think it's one of the more reviled films ever made. It's
really?
One of those movies people fucking hated. Chris Lloyd is in it, some other people, but like it's about baby geniuses. They're babies, but they're geniuses, and they do shit like smart shit because they're babies. So it's funny because they're small and babies, but they're geniuses.
Is it based on the Salinger family?
Yeah, it's 100% based on the life of J.D. Salinger.
Okay, so it's just like an adaptation of.
It's a Fine Day for Banana Fish,
yeah,
but with babies.
Yeah.
So at one point, like this guy's trying to capture one of the smart babies, and he's like, I know what you're trying to do. You're trying to get me to stand over this thing so you can smash me in the nuts. Well, guess what? It's not going to work. But the baby does.
Is this the baby getting smashed in the nuts?
No, you fucking sick shit. This is like some thug trying to capture one of the baby geniuses. It's a complicated movie.
Okay.
And the baby indeed outsmarts him, and his nuts are smashed.
Good.
But he like calls it in the movie. Like he's.
So how does he do it then? If he knows.
Look, these babies, the thing you got to know about
They're
them,
geniuses.
They're fucking geniuses. They're smart as
shit.
Wait,
even if you know their plan, they're going to enact their plan in such a way that you do not know that is their actual plan.
Are you even fucking listening to me when I fucking tell you what the fucking movie?
They're geniuses.
They're babies. And additionally, the two pieces of information required to understand this: 1, they are babies. 2, these babies are geniuses. Are you fucking dumb?
I'm no baby.
You're definitely no baby.
I'm no fucking smart baby.
I am no baby.
I'm not baby.
I'm not baby.
Yeah.
You're baby.
I'm not baby.
You're baby.
I'm
You're
not
a little
baby.
Scary Movie 2, I really enjoyed it. I guess for me, it feels like comfort food. Like I'm going into the space where they're going to soft pedal bad jokes at me for a while. Like one in 6 I'll laugh at, and then we're done. They're over so quick. I'm never that annoyed by them. I know this is a really low bar to set for a series, but like I just like
I'm not annoyed by them.
I just like being in the Scary Movie world.
I don't know what that says about you.
I think it says that we live in an intense time, and it's just nice to retreat and regress to like basement couch classics, like these stupid movies that are just so like they'd be easier to be mad at from the discrimination level if they weren't like so toothlessly goofy and idiotic. Where like all of it just feels so stupid.
I guess so. I don't know. I'm not the brunt of any of them, so it does seem a little bit like it doesn't affect me. It just makes me uncomfortable.
Wow.
Like I don't have a weird little hand. I can feel my legs.
You're calling it weird and little.
Yeah, and I can feel my legs.
Wow.
So
don't boast.
Yeah, I will boast. I can
Look, you're right.
We're
two privileged white ding dongs watching a movie made for exactly people like us to simply turn our minds off and laugh at easy, low-hanging fruit. I'm not saying any of that is cool. What I'm saying is that the pervasive attitude of how like just dripping in idiocy all of it is.
Yeah.
There is some sort of flattening effect on all of this when you're like, look, we get it. This is just the most like, they're churning them out. Whatever's around, they're going to swing at. It's like the stuff that sucks obviously sucks. The bar they've set, the goal they're trying to hit is so cartoonishly low.
I think I think one of the reasons why these movies don't exist anymore is because the internet now exists.
Right. These are essentially all meme jokes.
The genius of these movies, as you said, like 1 in 10 works. So now what happens is you have like Funny or Die or College Humor where they like make 90 minutes of jokes, and someone's like, oh, that's a funny thing, make a 2-minute video. And we get the funny version of all these, like the opening scene, if that was just like a little Exorcist ripoff.
It'd be funny, yeah.
It's a funny little bit. It's 5 minutes long. Watch that on YouTube. Hell yeah.
Yeah. I think you're dead right. I think this kind of comedy, this structure, it just doesn't work anymore.
Yeah.
Like there's no space in the market for what this does. So it is a relic of a past time, and I think that does make it sort of fascinating.
Yeah, especially coming out of like it is a very specific style of humor, and like Leslie Nielsen wins. He's the king.
He is the master of delivering this kind of thing.
And like she's really good in this, but overall the rest of the cast is fine to bad. And the jokes are fine to terrible. And it's not for me. I'm not in it.
Look, if you're asking me, am I ever going to watch these again? It's very hard to imagine a circumstance where I'm dusting off Scary Movie and Scary Movie 2.
It's true.
But for the good of watching like a series that we're about to... Look, we're getting towards the end of the episode here. Let's get to it. I can guess where this is going. Are you asking when will it end?
No.
Wait, what?
I know, isn't that crazy?
You freaking pulled a 180. Were you Michael Lowry driving a Porsche around downtown Miami?
No, but here's the thing is, I just said Leslie Nielsen and the Zuckers they're the kings. And he's taking over next movie?
Those goddamn Zuckers.
And Leslie Nielsen's in it, I think.
He's in one of them.
Yeah, he might be in 4.
I'm excited. I'm actually like perversely.
I feel
this is the kind of escape that I want in life.
For me, this is like if you're at the beach and you have to get your dick and your belly wet. But once you do that, it's a really sensitive area.
It's true. It's an unpleasant experience.
Yeah, but
that's why you just jump in.
Right. So I wished. So normally, yes, I would say jump in to 3, but because I'm a little coward, I always just like tiptoe around and try to like pull up my dick and pull in my belly.
This is again another like iconically terrible metaphor.
Stop it. And then, but like eventually, once you get your dick wet, not in that way. Not in that way.
That's disgusting. Disgusting.
Not fucking the ocean.
I like it fucking dry. I think the thing with these movies is that you've identified is that like you do need to sort of like go through a numbing process.
Yeah.
Because like again, this is a completely outdated, archaic kind of film, and you need to sort of like submit yourself to what's going to happen. And I don't know. I guess if I met someone just like effortlessly morphed into this without like with any immersion, just loved like even I, as someone who enjoys the sheer like fucking dumb fuckery of this entire experience, you still have to kind of get into the zone, So I hear what you're saying.
So yeah, I'm actually not maybe not excited is the right word, but I know we're doing it, and I'm looking forward to it more than the other two. I'm glad that we're out of the Wayans era.
This is a real make and break moment,
Yeah. What about you?
Are you kidding me? I'm so excited.
Well, I thought maybe you'd do 180 too.
No, I'm all about it. Again, it's like
you're a sick fuck.
They established
You're such a sick fuck.
I mean, I'm definitely a sick fuck because we're about to watch the fucking unrated version of
Scary. I know. You've seen up there?
Can you even imagine what's going to happen?
Oh, God.
I can't. It's going to be crazy.
Yeah, but maybe Harvey himself will appear on screen in a bathrobe.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah, maybe the unrated version will actually just, there he is.
Feature Harvey Weinstein sexually assaulting an actress?
Yeah. That sounds about right for 2003.
By the way, so on the screen right now, we're looking at, your File Explorer window, and there's just, you see the Miramax logo peeking out of a folder.
It's just peeking
and
out
it feels
of the folder.
So prurient and upsetting now in 2020 to be like, ugh, Miramax.
It's hiding behind that little folder. Yeah, Miramax is like
it's a lot of movies to sort of say goodbye to in your head of like, man, you just really have that stink on you now.
Mm-hmm. Very hard. We live in a strange time.
And of course, they're watching Shakespeare in Love in the first movie.
Yep.
Which is one of the most iconic Miramax successes ever. The Oscar run for that movie is one of the iconic Weinstein-driven Oscar runs.
Never seen it.
It's a bad movie.
Yeah, it seemed bad.
Except Ben Affleck. I think Ben Affleck's good in it.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
That's a hot take.
I'm not sure he's ever been good. He's good at Batman.
He's definitely good. He's great. He's great as Batman.
He's good Batman. Have you seen this trailer for the new basketball Affleck?
No, what?
Benny Basketball?
No.
Oh, he's a alcoholic pillhead.
Oh, he teaches kids how to play basketball good.
And it feels better. Yeah.
He's a real Boston guy.
He's a fucking
Boston guy. Someone got a screenshot of David Fincher telling that story from Gone Girl about the baseball hat.
What story?
So he's like, Ben, in this scene, you got to wear this Yankees hat. And Ben Affleck's like, I'm not wearing a Yankees hat.
Right.
And Fincher's like, no, like the character's from New York. He's laying low. He's wearing a baseball hat. It's got to be Yankees hat. That fits this character, this like corporate suburban douchebag. And Ben Affleck's like, no, I'm a fucking Boston Red Sox fan. Fenway till I die, bleed green.
Yeah.
I'm not wearing a fucking Yankees hat. And they didn't shoot for 2 days.
This is nuts.
Yeah. And they settled on a Mets hat. He like full on would not wear a Yankees hat.
But that doesn't make sense. I feel like he'd probably wear a Red Sox hat more over a Mets hat.
No, the whole point was Fincher wasn't going to let him wear a Red Sox hat.
No, I'm just saying that, like, if it is a character of like a rich asshole from New York,
He'd be a Yankees. I know.
Mets.
Mets are for perverts and losers.
Yeah, from like Western
people who
Mass.
only pick like losing enterprises.
Yeah,
public radio, noise music, this friendship, podcasting.
I want to go to a Mets game with you.
Oh, are you kidding me? Pick a date, babe. We're there.
We're gonna pick a date.
Go Mets.
Go
Mets.
Mets. So you're not asking when will it end? I'm not asking when will it end.
We're turning the corner here into new management. Maybe we'll like get a little bit out of like bargain basement variety bits and into something a little bit more substantial.
That's my main concern. I'm gonna look
want
this
more
up.
Anna Faris. Okay, let's wrap this episode up.
I want to see.
Let's wrap it up.
Yeah. I'm just interested to know.
Wrap it up.
What the Zuckers were up to, because they were big in the 80s, 70s, right?
You know what was good in Bad Boys 3? The whole you didn't wear a condom while fucking a witch bit. That was good. We should have talked about that.
That's all right. We just talked about it. Nice work.
It's very funny. Thank you.
So yeah, 80s. I just want to get a sense of what they were up to. Oh, wow. He's really not prolific at all. David Zucker's only directed 14 movies.
Huh. And he's been around for a hot minute.
So he did Airplane in 80, Police Squad, this TV film, Naked Gun 2, Basketball, My Boss's Daughter, and then Scary Movie in the same year.
Wow.
But
it's a big year for David Zucker,
So a 5-year gap between Basketball and then a 7-year gap between Naked Gun 2.5, Sweet Smell of Fear, and Basketball.
Basketball had some amazing jokes in it.
Yeah, so he's really he doesn't do very much. And I think that's smart. I don't think he has much to offer, but when he does it well, it's hilarious.
I think just like knowing where you excel is really important.
Yeah, it is very important.
And look.
I love it when you start off a sentence with
clearly,
look.
We clearly need a change in pace.
Oh my God.
Obviously, these first 2 movies are, if you're not in the mood for exactly that, straight trash. I get it. I'm really optimistic. Maybe we'll broach, dare I say, respectability with Scary Movie 3. Dare I dream?
Dream away.
It feels like a bad idea already to dream even that big.
I'm going to predict that it was 2003, though. I was going to say the homophobia is going to be less.
No, we are not out of the
the Zuckers
territory.
might not really include too much of that. I feel like 2003 just has that in it. So.
I think it's just that this country is just like, blighted from the inside.
Mm.
And Charles, look, I don't mean to get too seriously at the end of the episode, but I really have to take a shit.